Hello there everybody, Oyamon here, and welcome back to House Flipper 2, where when we last left off, we were wrapping up, finally, at long last, we were finally wrapping up the west wing of the mansion that, honestly, I really quite like the look of. I think we've done some really good work here. We've managed to emulate the look of the rooms about as best we can, obviously within a certain amount of reason, of course. But I think, generally speaking, it looks honestly really bloody good. So we've only got one room left, which is this room right here. Yeah, so we're just going to finish that off. But yes, I do like some of the things I've done here. These things on the wall for the sort of weird strips that the library has. And I do like how I was able to get these in here, which is just... I really like that I was able to pull that off. I think that works really bloody well. Although, can't seem to access them. No, I can't. I was like, why can't I pick these things up? Oh yeah, it's because it's resizing and all that stuff. Anyway, so yes, we managed to get things looking pretty accurate. We got this one more room left to do here on the west side, and then we've got to head all the way across to the east side of the place. So yes, I don't think... that. Oh yeah, actually, just before we get into that reminds me. There was a actually pretty sizable update that slammed into House Flipper 2 the other day, back on Wednesday this was. And it was such a big update that it decided to break my version of the game on Steam for some reason. I don't exactly know why. What happened was Steam just sort of froze at 100% install, which you don't want to see. It just froze. And at first I thought, oh, it's probably just taking a bit of time to finalize the install. Cut to an hour later, it was still at 100%. Oh dear, this is a problem. Because it wasn't just like, oh, House Flipper is stuck at 100% install. The entire downloading patches and installing them system was stuck with House Flipper 2 at 100% install. I couldn't get anything else to update, despite my best attempts, which was unfortunate. You know, that's not what you want to see. I tried restarting Steam. That didn't work. I tried going offline. That didn't work. It was just permanently stuck on 100% install. The only way I could fix it, I had to manually go into the Steam folders and just delete House Flipper 2. At which point that got it off the 100% install thing, and I was able to stop it and then go from there. So yes, it was a little awkward, but the update itself has come with some nice new additions. Namely, if you look at the Windows section, which is why I'm here, curtains! We have fucking curtains! Curtains and blinds. I don't think we have the kind of, I don't know what you call them, like the blinds made up of lots of little bits. I think they're Venetian blinds, aren't they? I don't know, I'm not an expert at that. I don't think we have those. Are they not called blinds? Wait, what are they called? Oh, it's a shade. So we don't have blinds yet, which is fine. It has also moved stuff around, because if you remember, it used to be that in the Sandbox section there was the movable and extendable stuff. That has now been moved over to here, into the other section, because you can actually do that outside of Sandbox Mode now, which is nice. There's a whole bunch of other stuff they've added into the game as well, including, and this is something I did definitely want to share. Actually, let me just... yeah, actually, because one thing you can do is you can go to property settings. Now, this is something that was here before, and obviously you could list it as a house or a job. and you could have time flowing on or off, and you could even change what time the whole thing started. But when you're in sandbox mode, you can just set the time. So if I wanted to set this game for the middle of the night, I can. And this is what the place looks like in the dark. Which is dark, actually. It's very dark. To the point where I'm like, this actually looks pretty cool. Relatively speaking, at least. Oh, you can see the big-ass moon out there. Oh yeah, I added a window here, because I didn't like that there wasn't a window there when there was clearly supposed to be one. It's supposed to be stained glass, but you can't do stained glass in this game. But yes, you can have it be night. You can have it be nighttime, which is, as I say, that's pretty nice. I like that. And if you run around, you can turn all the lights on. I'm not going to do all of them, but just for the sake of example, you can turn all the lights in a room on. I won't do upstairs. And you can sort of see, oh, so this is what the place would look like at night. Now, obviously, it's not as bright as it is in the base game. Mostly because there's supposed to be a giant fucking chandelier there. You can't do giant chandeliers in this game. I'm almost tempted to put one up there at some level. Because I feel like there should be something up there, but I don't know. So yes, you can set it for night. Obviously, I'm not going to be working at night because I need to be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm going to turn it back to daytime. But there is quite a stark difference between day and night in this game, and it is noticeable. It is good, and it is noticeable that it is there. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to what the hell we were doing before. But that's a nice little touch that you can actually like do that now. I like that. I think that is a good thing. So we will just leave it there. But it looks like, actually, just off the top. Looks like we've got a couple of lights to add. Okay, so that's that. And then we've got... Actually, I do need to see exactly how we get on. Can we... There we go. Yeah, okay. So we got... Okay, is that like a column, or is that just the wall sticking out? It's supposed to be a column. See, I don't know why a person would need this many bookshelves, but whatever, I guess. Okay. So there isn't one against that wall. Okay, so we can do, let's see. Maybe a little on the tight side, but I've got to do what you got to do, really. It's quite a small room, actually. All things considered. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we're going to get. The only thing is, like, do we... I think... Get rid of you. Good enough. Okay, so we've got like a tile thing on the floor. That's pretty close. Could do maybe one size bigger and maybe a slightly lighter shade of green. Let's try that. Okay, there's sort of a column in that corner, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything with that. We've got that column there. Technically there's a column in that corner too. Okay. Do. Nice. Okay, we can probably make it look a bit more like marble, maybe. What kind of marble does it look like, I wonder? Just generic marble. Alright, so that's that. Just try to space them out just a little bit, just to pad the space. See, because this just looks like rough cut stone. That doesn't really look like marble. That just looks like stone. So the white is the same regardless. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with that. I cannot really see what's behind the bookshelves, which is a bit annoying. Hey Tegan! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always nice to have you here. I think the wall towards the door is supposed to be kind of like this wall. But I think the other walls are supposed to be different. Come on, you can do it. It does rather annoyingly have those lines in it. One in there, one there, one there, and one about halfway through the door. Okay. Let's see. Take a slightly smaller one. One there, one about there, one about there, and one up above there. Okay, that's good. Shrink you in a bit first. I think I might need to shrink that down a bit more. Let's just get you guys into position at least. That's sort of roughly right. What part of the house am I up to now? I'm in the library section on the second floor west wing. If you know enough about Resident Evil 1 to know where that is. This is actually the last room that I've got to do in the west wing, and after that I'm back over to the east wing side of things. So that's fun. You never played it? That's fair. Perfectly fine and understandable. Okay, now, is there any point? What? Earth? Cannot quite work out what that roof is. The ceiling looks kind of bluish. Maybe green marble would be more appropriate. Too far. Oh, that looks a bit more like it. I think. It's close enough. Okay, that's almost all the walls done. Almost. Unfortunately, as I said, cannot really see what's behind the bookshelves because it's behind the bookshelves. It looks like there's just like patterns on the wall or something, but really hard to tell. Well, for the sake of... what am I doing? Too far. Close enough. Always close enough. Okay, so that's that. We can't really do the statue thing. That's not an option in the game, sadly. There's a little table and chairs in there. So we can put a little table and chairs in there. Console table? Desk. Definitely a desk. close. Closer. Let's put the sides, that's not a problem. But we need to make you out of... Dark beach. Oh, is that the handle? And a chair. It's just your basic wooden job. Should be good. Something like that ought to do it. Maybe like that. Same style, dark beach. I'm not gonna bother adding books, that take way too fucking long. I got shit to do in my life. Not much, but I still want to be able to do it. Okay, that's good. You know, considering that there's that bookshelf that slides into the wall there, where does it go? There's so much in this mansion that doesn't make any actual sense. Until you actually, like, stop and sort of think about it for a moment, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's really dumb. Okay, so by the looks of it, I don't know if we've got that option as a light. Just 2 spotlight lights. Sadly not. Alright, so what are we going to put in its place? I think that's close enough. Sometimes you kind of have to infer where the lights are just based on other stuff. Alright, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Obviously we can't have the statue because there are no statues in this game. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Pretty good. Alright, I guess we're off to the other side of the house now, finally. It only took me like 7 sessions. 7, I want to point out, 3-hour sessions to do half of the mansion. Just throwing that little number fact out there. Alright. We've got to get Chris back to the main hall now. So I think first room we'll start in is over here, because this is just, there's just 2 rooms. Technically there's a third one, but I'm gonna have to go based on the picture because I don't have the key to access that third room. Oh well. Ooh. Okay. I think this is going to be a nightmare. I mean, look at the fucking ceiling, for crying out loud. Okay, that's fine. We'll start with the walls. Go around the whole place. It does, by the looks of it. Alright. Let's see. Eggshell blue. Let's go with that. I think that goes to about here-ish. Alright, then we got a line of... Again, not really sure what the heck I'm going to do for that. Let's see what we got. do that, but sideways. Perhaps. Suppose it's about close enough. We rotate it. Alright, that's not wrong, I suppose. Okay, that kind of works, as I say, near enough. All right. I have no idea how the hell I'm going to get that look on the ceiling. That's going to be a toughie. Okay, that's good. Now, what are we going to do for that lower bit? That's a very good question. Do we have anything that can, like, do circles or do dots? There's gotta be something. Which so second one in, fifth one down. Okay. That's good. I kind of like that. More or less. Now, how are we going to get that weird-ass shape? I don't have anything even remotely close. I mean, kinda. Do waves. I wonder. Oh, come on, I know it's... I know you've done this before. Yeah, it's kind of close. Kinda. I will accept it. It's not 100%, but it's kind of close. God damn it. And boop. Checking. Okay, so that's that. Whew. And the floor looks like it's definitely some kind of marble pattern, but I mean, it's definitely marble, but it looks like patterned marble. I can't really do patterned marble except for this. And technically that's stone, not marble. So that unfortunately does not really work for me. So we have to go for patterned stone. Could do fish scales. Don't really think I like that. General don't approve of the look. That it's close enough, although I think it needs to be maybe lighter than that. Maybe a shade darker, we'll go with that. Actually, that needs to be slightly bigger. Now, how the bloody hell am I going to do that embossed ceiling? That is a nightmare. How the hell am I going to pull that off? How am I gonna do that? I couldn't use beams. Problem is, it's more in the ceiling than it is, like on the ceiling. Unfortunately, I really cannot do that. One, two, three, four, five, six. There's 24. It look kind of like that, I think. Maybe, possibly, who the hell knows? Those ones there's markers, maybe. these three. This ain't perfect, but you know what? I'm willing to accept it. Kind of. Okay, you know what? I think I was right in the first place. Nope. I don't like the way that it kind of like crosses into each other like that. It kind of glitches when it does that. Maybe having walls was a better idea. One, two, three, four, five. Across there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Now along there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. Alright. Don't need a pattern. Okay, that's that. bit of a cheat, but I doubt anyone will notice. If they do, you tell them to shut up. Might make one small change over on the other side. That's pretty cool. Quite like that. Technically, there is like kind of embossing on it. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I mean, not easily, anyway. I think that's about as accurate as I'm gonna get. Potentially. Okay, now we need some lights. Lights, camera, bubbles. Those are spotlight lights, aren't they? About there-ish, or... Well, okay, technically speaking, I've only put 4 up there when there's actually supposed to be about 6, but... Shh! Doesn't matter! Alright, so we got that. Obviously there's a light on the table. Small little... The hell kind of light is that? Small little light there and a couple going down the corridor. Yeah, that'll work. Various things. That does not help me work out what the bloody hell it actually is down here. Okay. Okay, It's 4 o'clock, so I'm going to go for a quick break, but we're doing good. It took me a little while to get to grips with this particular area. It's more complicated than it looks because of the ceiling. That's a slight annoyance, but we'll deal with that. Anyway, time for a break. Back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Also, hello, Fika Rat, however it's pronounced. I have literally no idea, so I apologize if I get that completely wrong. Right, we need to put some shelves up. So, based on what I can see, I think there's like a wardrobe here, and then there's like shelves and stuff along here. I think they face out, and like this is just like the back of them, I think. So we'll just have to see how that goes, but I think I can pull that off. Alright, so first things first, a wardrobe of some variety. Just something nice and basic, yeah, like that. Alright, that's good. That's good. Then we need... I think we actually need cabinets. Or maybe not. We'll definitely need some hanging cabinets at some point. Yeah, none of these are open. Don't know if... that kind of thing. Actually, that's kind of like what I'm looking for. Don't worry about styles, we'll work out styles later. Actually, I kind of wish it was a bit thicker, but also kind of needs to be taller. No. See, this is the thing, it's called like low. That's kind of on purpose. It's low for a reason. Ooh. A sec. Maybe a little overly fancy for that. Not a million miles off. I mean, it is that kind of thing. See, now that feels too tall. Definitely too tall. I don't like the wheels, but I do like how open fronted it is. on the small side, but it is better. So many options and nothing feels right. See, because the best sort of stuff would be these kind of cabinets. I think these are a slightly better height. You see, these are like the perfect height. The problem is no open frontages. I don't know if that would be... I mean, I can't even tell what the hell that is stored there. I think it's paint. I could be wrong, but I think it's supposed to be paint. That's kind of cool. Now, hanging cabinet part. That's good. Now can we move you forward, please? It seems that we can. They don't stick out as much as the hanging ones, but or this is the ground ones, I should say. suppose if we're going to do this, we should at least make a concession to pretend they're actually standing on something. Maybe... Don't worry, I could always copy paste it if I need to. Definitely taller. Funny how the rest of the dimensions are all the same, except apparently it's taller, but it's not. I think the 200 is what we need to change on that. No, we need bigger, not smaller. Yeah, but that's good size, wrong style. That's too 10, that's too wide. All right. You know what? Close enough. What are we going to do for the... they kind of look like banister railings, but not. They only be metal. Why can't they be made out of wood? Why do they have to be metal? Yep, they could be plastic, they could be metal, but for some reason, these ones just are not allowed to be wood, and I don't know why. I mean, that kind of works, I guess. It'll be fine as long as they don't open up the cupboards. Why would you ever want to open up a cupboard? Well, they literally can't because it's literally blocking it. That's actually quite funny. It is what it is. All right, so that's that. Okay, what else have we got? We got like a sofa, a blue sofa over by that wall. We got. Let's see now. Trap the zombies in the cupboards. I mean, it might work. You never know. Doesn't have the fancy back, but it does have those roll things, whatever the hell they are. Oh, bullish. Might be too big, I'm not sure. Okay, so what are we gonna do about the mirror thing, whatever the hell that is? Not sure. Obviously, we can't put the statue. I genuinely don't know what the hell that statue thing even is. It's just a statue with a giant orb on it. I don't know. So yeah, we can't do that. Where did we see? Was it in storage? Because there's that, which is not really that close. It's close-ish, but not really. Not that. There's also you, which I feel is a little bit closer. I could slap you down there. I think the problem is it's like too tall, but also like there's like a light on it, a little table lamp. So that's good. And we got a bunch of pictures and whatnot on the wall. Weird. Okay, that's the thing. Alright, that one looks like a landscape, so now we need... yeah. Because I don't think they do any really, really tiny ones. They do a few small ones, but they don't do really, really tiny ones. I think if I want a really, really tiny picture, then I gotta put up a postcard or a poster or something. I think if we just focus on the really big pictures, that'll be fine. Can't fit everything on the wall anyway. Okay, well we can do that circular one maybe. Anyway, I think that's about it. Can't really do the small pictures, but that's fine. It's good enough. Oh, actually, no, wait, we haven't done the... Well, first, actually, we need to just slightly move you across. Yeah, we need to put... Isn't there like just a little drawer around there? Yep, just a little drawer. Tiny table with a little drawer. Nice. Swap you around. There we go. Lovely. This room is always weird. Big ass fucking mirror on the wall for some reason. I think those were always wardrobes. I think. It's got the same sort of stuff as the last room, but it's colored green rather than blue. I don't know why the sudden switch to green. It just said, yep, you know what? I think I'm going to want green this time. think the biggest problem I'm going to have with this room... What the bloody hell does the ceiling look like? Because I don't think you get really to see... Well, you might see in the mirror. Kinda. I really don't think I can pull the mirror off. That. I have literally no idea what the hell I'm going to do for the ceiling because I can barely even see it. Kind of looks like more of the same, but no. I just feel like I made this room too small. Like, really too small. But in actuality, I think the room itself is bigger than it should be. So, you know what? That's on them, not me. Are none of these mirrors adjustable? Huh. I guess not. You'd think an adjustable mirror would be like a thing, wouldn't you? Never understood why the mirror effect only seems to work when you're not looking at the mirror. What's the point of that? Close enough. Okay. So we got some kind of wardrobe up against this thing. Don't know what, but some kind of wardrobe. Several of them, in fact. Something nice and simple and dark wood, I think. They're just wardrobes. That's that, and then we've got a big fucking bed here. Where do you keep the beds? In the bed section, that's a good start. What does the bed look like? I know it's like a 4-poster bed. Actually, is that a bed? I always assumed that was a bed, but I don't think that's a fucking bed. What the hell is that? It's like a wardrobe, but it's not a wardrobe. I always assumed that was like a bed. That's more like a changing room thing. What the bloody hell? You know, I've been playing this game for decades. I always just assumed that was a really weird shaped bed. That's not a bed. That is not a bed. What the bloody hell is it? An armoire? I mean, maybe? I don't know. Isn't an armoire basically just a different type of wardrobe? I mean, you know, basically. It really just looks like a tiny little changing area, like it's got some sort of... It's like a wardrobe mixed with a changing area. That's like the best way I can describe it visually. That is very, very odd. But I really don't think I have anything like that in this game. Because all the wardrobes look like this. I sure as hell don't have one that's made of cloth. I may have to skip that. I guess that does make a certain kind of sense. Because if you look at it in the mirror, you can see it a little better, but not really. It's like... Because all that's in there, for the record, there's like an ink ribbon thing in there. I wonder if I pick it up, I fucking like examine it. Nothing special. Nothing special except this thing I have never seen before in my life. And sadly, I do not have the key for that door, which is a shame. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can build whatever the bloody hell that is. So I guess this room's mostly done. Except I do need a light. Now, you don't get to see the light in this room. But based on the shadows, I'm pretty sure there is only one. And it's probably something big like this. Except it's green, because everything in this room is green. Okay, now this room is gonna be difficult because yeah, I don't have the ability to just go in there. In this game, because this game's like the first run through the game, so I don't have the special key. I do, by pure coincidence, when I was planning another attempt at recreating this game in a different thing once, I happened to have a picture, a screenshot of that somewhere. Where the fudge did I put it? It's, you know what? It's probably in the folder labeled Resident Evil. That might be an idea. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a weird design. Let me check something real quick. I can't tell. That's a shame. Oh well. Yeah, so according to the picture, which is unfortunately only one of the two angles of that room, so it's not great. There's some hanging wardrobes up here, a row of clothes along there, and a row of clothes along here. The side of the room is weird, because this wall literally looks like it just continues this wall. It's like this wall was built up after the fact, when this whole section had already been constructed. Maybe that was part of it. Maybe in like an original version of the game, you would have to go into where the clothes are, pick them up as a physical item, and then go into that weird like changing space in order to swap your clothes out. Maybe that was like an original idea, because looking at this, it really does look like a chunk of this room was just added in after the fact. It's really, really weird. But, I know you can't see it, so sorry about that. But, I think we're going to keep it simple. I could make it more complicated, but considering that in the course of the game, most people do not come in here. Okay, ceiling lamps. Yes, we do actually need those, and we just need a couple of spotlights. Technically, there's little insets. Okay, why is it some things just never want to snap into the right point? Do you have any idea how annoying that is? Now, how am I gonna get these clothes rails? Because it's the kind of rail that like has you put like clothes hangers and stuff on them. I don't think. So I can do pipes. Which I think is a bit... seems a bit on the thick side. Whereas you seem a bit on the thin side, so that's not really going to work. Gotta be a way you can get like a tube or a pipe or something. Doesn't look like it. See, what I want is some sort of pipe thing that's also adjustable, but I don't think I'm going to get one of those. No, see that's not it. What other thing, like pipe, rail? Oh, those are adjustable. I mean, I could just use this and, you know, be done with it. I think I know how. Drop you down. It's a little on the thick side, but I'd be willing to just accept that. I don't think I can do the clothes. That's not an option for me. But but we can resize you apparently. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I think it's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I can work with that. Alright, that's good. That is actually kind of close. Okay, now we need to, well, we're going to need 2 of you, but first, pick you up. Pick you down about there. Okay, that's good. Oh no, hang on. Don't I need to... Oh no, we can do that. And we... hang on. Yeah, we need to move. That kind of works. As long as it's not poking through the walls on either side. It looks close enough, I'd say. Yeah. Okay, gotta do slight resize. One more out there like that. Excellent. Yep. That is surprisingly accurate. Kind of creepy how sometimes everything can just look perfect. Not that often, unfortunately, but it does happen. Ugh. That's actually really bloody cool. Not 100% accurate, but you know what? I will absolutely take it. Okay. One other thing we gotta do is where are you? Cabinet. There's a few small hanging cabinets up above. They're a bit squashed. They're kind of like that one, but they've got double doors on them like that one. Which is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I think that looks about fine. And they are like right on top of these. There's just a tiny little gap. Okay, technically it's a bit long, but cool. Oh, right. I have literally no way of knowing if that door opens the right way, and at this point, I don't care. Well, there you go. There's another 3 rooms locked down. I have noticed it's 5:15. I thought I was needing the toilet quite badly. Right. Another 3 rooms done and dusted. And we'll be moving on to more stuff soon enough. Let me just get Chris back to the lobby, and we'll go we'll go into the other art room. That's where we need to go. The old familiar places. Right. Oh yeah, I did pick those up. Okay, yeah, time for break, and I shall be back in a minute. See you in a sec, guys. And we are back. Alright. And now into one of the most famous rooms in the entire building. Everybody remembers this room. So famous they made it twice because they also added it into Code Veronica for some reason. Anyway, let's get to doing stuff. So we've got a blue-ish sort of marble floor. That's green marble, gray marble, marble madness, Marlboro. Now, see, because it's red as default, that doesn't work. I kind of wish I could invert that. Because it's like, I want the light to be dark and the dark to be light. That's a little better. Now, is the wall... yeah, that just goes into red floorboards in there. Trying to work out if that wall is just generally blue or if it's like actually textured. Now the ceiling... Well, it's got some sort of embossed bit on it, not 100% sure. We may need to bring it in a tad. think we can... Yeah, I think that would work. So if we take... Where is it? There. It's there. Oh wait, this one... No, is it this one that can't be resized? Hang on. Yeah, that's right, you can't... Why could you never do that? I don't understand why you cannot make the semicircles bigger. Like, there's literally no reason for that to not be a thing. Well, gives a vague idea of what I was going for anyway. Honestly, I think the ceiling is just like black. Seems like a weird detail, but I honestly think that it kind of is. It's a sort of pattern across there. Well, it kinda has that look to it. Maybe. Okay. And we got paintings. Not too worried about getting the size right. More sort of generally interested in just getting some pictures down. 2 on that wall. I think there's 3 on that wall. Yeah. And then, of course, the famous picture of a woman. Which I have no idea what the hell I'm going to put in there. Some picture or other. Don't know, it doesn't seem quite symmetrical. Okay, and oh yeah, we need circle, picture, yeah, that wouldn't be scary to see. No pictures of just a woman. I mean, that's about as close as you can get, I think. Alright, now we need some spotty lights. Lights that like to spot. Actually, do we even have spotlights? What do we do? What you do is like table lamps, but no, we don't. We do not have spotlights. Again, that's something that was like in the last game. It doesn't seem to be in this one for some reason. I don't really know why. Okay, well we can do something a bit like this. Close enough. It ain't perfect, but spotlights don't exist in this game, so we do what we do. Obviously we can't. What am I going to put instead of the statue? I feel like I've got to put something, but there are literally no statues. Nothing. If there's anything. Plants, pots, dead plants. Put a fountain, maybe? It's not quite the same. I guess I can't think of anything to put. I mean, the fountain is about as close as I can get, but even that feels like off. Alright, so that's that. Now we can... Yep, okay. Floorboards, bright red. Actually, that does remind me. One thing I didn't check. Oh, it does have a kind of a runner. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Let's see if we can get this room done. Yeah, that's pretty damn accurate, I would say. Need to change it to white, but other than that. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay, now, what is the wall? Like, I genuinely don't know what that wall is supposed to be. Like, is it supposed to actually be like felt? Seems a bit like felt, but I could be wrong. Not sure. That's pretty much perfect. Still don't know what the walls are, though. They could be. They really look like they're made out of like a bloody cushion or something. That's cool. Okay, what the bloody hell is this wall? I have... Other than it being bright red, I have no idea. I don't think it's wood. It's too textured for wood. What is this wall? I mean, this looks very similar. Red fluffy carpet for a wall. I mean, that looks too bloody similar. I think it's supposed to be like a kind of felt. It's supposed to be kind of like this. Yeah, you know what? It's close enough. Alright, so I need some wall lights. Again, no doubles, but we just slap two next to each other. It's close enough. I think we're about there-ish. We only need the one. Now, based on this, I mean, looking at the light spots, I don't want to say there's like one about here, like right up above where Chris is right now. not as tall as I'd like, but best I'm gonna get, I think. So that's a start. Now, what did the ceiling look like? I did see it briefly for... No, looks to be just kind of normal, I guess. Maybe not perfect wide. Nah, too dark. Let's just pretend that's a shadow. It probably is a shadow, actually, but it's probably not. There's probably just a line through the ceiling for some reason. I don't know why, but it looks really weird. I didn't think you were bang in the middle. That's more like it. Perfect. Well, I'd say we've made some bloody good progress today. Of course, we've still got quite a long ways to go, but we managed to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms today. 5 of which are, of course, on the east side. Of course, we've got the famous dog jumping through the window corridor to go next as we slowly work our way around the downstairs. Then, of course, we've got the upstairs to do, which is going to be a bit of a problem when we get into that room with that hunter I forgot to kill, but I'll grab a gun and load up an infinite ammo cheat or something to deal with that. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. So, we're going to leave it there for today, because it's pretty much 6 o'clock, and I want to go get some food, because I'm hungry. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.